Hello, everyone. This is seewingyee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Thank you for watching this video presentation, and I'd like to go over the growth resort update here in Orlando, Florida. Anyway, by the way, I'm going to before I will show you the slide presentation. I'm going to go over the numbers again, and I know how important it is. Oh, by the way, also I am in the process of buying this growth resort unit, and for personal and professional reasons. For personal reasons because after massive research and due diligence, and also presenting this growth unit for the past 9 months for our network investors, and in which several of you already purchased, and you guys have some very positive experience. So let me go through the numbers again. Oh, by the way, if you look at if you look at Expedia or other websites, you will see some online reviews of what some of the past vacationers what they said about the Grove Resort. Let me verbally describe to you some what I saw recently, and some of the reviews were. By the way, most of the reviews I would say 85% of the reviews they gave it a 5 star, the maximum best reviews possible. So it tells you something. I know the water park is not going to be open until early 2018, and the restaurants are not open yet, so it's under partial construction. I know 20% of the units has already been sold and purchased and being rented at this moment in time. So right now, the Grove unit is they giving a lot of promotion. They are providing they are renting at like $200 per night on those current vacationers or the past few months. And some of the comments were bypassed on our review. They are saying that this area, the rooms are very spacious, are very modern, very contemporary. Is they love all the things inside. Or the kitchen is good, the bed is very comfortable, and the balcony you can look out to the lake, and the maid service, the staff, the professional staff is very has been providing very good service, and they say they are willing to go back and to vacation in Orlando again. They're gonna use Grove Resort. They're gonna come back to the Grove Resort again. So uh, it's nice to potentially attract past customers come back to this building, to this resort again. So they do understand currently without the water park and other amenities, they're paying lower than normal rates, around $200 depending on some of the units. So moving forward, they're very excited. Once all the amenities is going to be built out in the next 1 to 2 years, clearly you can expect the nightly rates to be charged at around anywhere from $250 per night to $300 per night, depending on a unit, of course. The lowest unit, as you can see right here, is 280,000, two-bedroom, two-bath. So at around $280,000, I mean, this is just a projection. Okay, the numbers I'm showing you is merely a projection. It's not. It's a disclaimer. I mean, the actual figures will be slightly different. But I'm going through this projection. So the if it is $250 per night on a monthly basis, you're getting like $7,500 gross revenue. Okay, so it is a very reasonable to expect that this unit over the course of 12 months, of any given 12 months, it will be rented but like 80% of the time. So therefore 20% is a vacancy rate. So that's a very realistic assessment based on the past history of this type of luxury hotel, condo hotel that is. So on any given at 20% vacancy on any given 30 days, you will have like 6 to 7 days of vacancy, if you will. So Again, this is like a condo hotel, right? It's just like a luxury hotel where, the staff and property management would do everything for you. You as a passive owner, you never see the vacationers, you never talk to them, you do nothing except receive a monthly paycheck in your mailbox, I suppose, right? And one thing, another personal reason why I really love the Grove is because not only the returns are very, very excellent, but myself, my wife, and my family have the ability to live at this unit throughout the year and not pay the rent. Of course, the time that we live at our own unit is not being rented to others. So you can look you could take that into consideration. But nevertheless, I mean, on a monthly basis, depending on the time of the year, right? You get rented out like 23 days out of the month, and 7 days is vacant. So that's a very very good projection. So this is amazing, right? We're talking condo hotel, which is very unique. And if you look at the numbers, I'm trying to be as conservative as possible on the numbers. The lowest end unit again is around 280K. Don't quote me. The prices always change. You have to consult Nick Orbach or Jim Gillum to provide more details, and especially if you wish to purchase this kind of unit. But two bedroom, two bath, 1338 square foot. It's just for 280K. Of course, they have the higher end unit as high as the high 300s. They are like three bedroom, three bath, like 1538 square foot. We'll go over that later in this presentation. But okay, look at the numbers again. This is as cautious, as conservative numbers I can possibly show you. So I don't want to, I want to under promise and over deliver, right? Like that's what we all want. So based on the loan of, again, we have only two lenders that can possibly do this kind of hotel loans. Please do not go to your local bank and try to get these kind of loans. It's a very specialized loans with respect to the condo hotel industry. So the minimum down payment will be 25% down, so you get a loan for 75% loan to value. The interest rate is a little bit higher. That's the way it is. It's a little bit higher risk than traditional investment loans. So I projected at 5.8%, or which is still pretty attractive on the loan side. So if you look at all the numbers, $7,500 gross monthly revenue, reduced by the 20% of vacancy on any given month. Operating income is 6,000. Then you minus the property taxes, around $500 per month. Insurance 84. Management fee. The property management get 45% of the gross revenue, and you as an owner get 55%. Don't worry about it. I know they get paid a lot, but you have to understand the kind of services they are providing is not like this is not a traditional investment properties that you've been accustomed to in the past. But in the end, the numbers all works out, right? And the anyway, and then association fees 529 per month, other 130. At the end of the day, on a given month, based on 25% down payment, your net monthly cash flow is approximately $825. So that's a nice numbers. Okay, so at the end of the day, as a savvy investor, you look at the cap rate. The benchmark for cap rate is around 5 to 6% nationally, but in this particular case, the capitalization rate is 8.8%, which is very attractive. It's above the benchmark for any kind of investment, single family home rentals, duplex, triplex, whatever, in a good location. 8.8% is a very, very good rate. Cash on cash return 14%, and total ROI 29%. So anyway, I'm gonna spend too much time on the numbers, except but the way I look at it, it says very, very good numbers showing. All right. So other than that, let's go through the full presentation, and let me scroll up to the top. I'm going to spend more time on certain slide than others, but overall, I want you to see the big picture. Again, Orlando's newest vacation home resort, less than 5 minutes away from Walt Disney World. By the way, Walt Disney World I believe are 10 times bigger than Disneyland in Anaheim. So there's a lot of growth going on, even more so. They have added a few more additional attractions recently, like the Avatar and the Star Wars, and a few others. I forgot what are they, but Disney World is going to continue to grow. They have more land to build more attractions years down the road, so everything looks good. By the way, I intend, like I said, once I purchase our unit, personally, 1 to 2 months out of the year, my wife and I and my adult children very much would like to go and stay at our unit, take advantage of all the great amenities associated with this resort, and take advantage of the Disney World. Sink in and just visit all the great attractions in Disney World. And furthermore, we can also visit throughout Central Florida because and all over Florida we can get a rental car, drive up in Central Florida and throughout Florida. It's just so many great lifestyle in Florida. It's just totally amazing. I love this location. Now, one of the if you're savvy, if you're a smart investor, all right, if you're savvy and if you have fair money intelligence, I mean, do your research. I've done mine. All right. Again, in any type of resort condos, uh, in anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country, right? Do your comparison. Growth, the reason why growth is so cheap, anywhere from 300 to 400K based on the square footage and the type of floor plan, you're getting only like $205 to $225 per square foot at the Grove. If you buy any similar resort condos in other locations, in this example, in whether it's in the Gulf Coast of Florida, whether it's in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, look at the square footage and other competing condos. Look, before I even do that, just to just use Google, do your research. If you click Planet Hollywood in close by in Orlando, if you click Margaritaville Resort, these two iconic resort are being constructed. They're going to be finished completion within 1 to 2 years. They directly compete versus Grove, but Grove doesn't have a iconic brand name such as Planet Hollywood or Margaritaville, which is come under Jimmy Buffett, the great Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, and the great Island song that he's been singing. I've been following him for since 1975. I love Caribbean island type of songs, Jimmy Buffett and Margaritaville. But anyway, Grove doesn't have a brand name, but the reason why you're paying such a low price for Grove is because Grove 4 years ago they purchased the whole resort from a distressed developer for at a huge discount. That's why you're getting such a low price with high value. So similar luxury condo, uh, same apple to apple comparison in Fort Lauderdale. You're paying $750 to $1,000 per square foot. That means a 1,300 resort condo, similar to Grove in Fort Lauderdale in this particular case, is probably one in excess of 1 million. Miami condo prices $750 to $1,000 per square foot. South Beach even higher, $1,500 to $3,000 per square foot. Downtown Miami, 550 to 1,000. So this is just a small sample of how if you purchase in other areas, it'll cost you 1 million to 2 million to $3 million on a similar square footage, similar amenities and quality, what have you. But I'd rather buy in Disney World, to be honest with you, because it has the best attraction for children or even adults such as myself. But right, so if you would buy if you bought a $1 million condo somewhere else instead of at the Grove, if you buy it in Planet Hollywood or Margaritaville in Orlando, I mean, you need to rent those units for like $700 to $800 per night in order to achieve the rate of return similar to Grove. but you're not gonna get it. At the other competing hotel, you buy for $1 million at the similar square footage with Grove. Your rental rate will probably be like $300 to $400 per night. So you do the numbers, the cap rate is only like 2 to 3%, right? It doesn't make sense. So the people that buy this $1 million to $2 million condo hotels, these luxury condos in other part of the country or Florida, wherever, they probably buy with cash or maybe 50% down payment. Look, I mean, our members, I don't know who you are, but most of you are doesn't have the money to buy all cash, so you can only buy with 25% down payment, right? So you're playing this high luxury game, buying a growth, giving your financial profile. You guys are typical engineers, whoever you are in Silicon Valley. Most of my database are located in Silicon Valley, by the way. So I know who you are. I mean, you're making 150K on a salary, right, as an engineer, and you have your 25% down payment, and that's pretty much it. So you can qualify to buy a luxury condo in Grove, but not in other places, right? It's too expensive. So I mean, you all have the opportunity where most millionaires are able to buy in other luxury condos in throughout Florida, as well as in the U.S. in the country. So just go to show you, Central Florida is growing by leaps and bounds. I mean, they even have this intercity express train service connecting Miami to Orlando. Traveling time 3 hours each way is debuting this summer. So that's a game changer, right? So it'll create much more activities for vacationers with this transportation hub open up. Wow, the Grove! I tell you, where's the Grove? 5 minutes from Disney World, okay, and close to everywhere. This is the iconic building. By the way, the additional online comment is such that a lot of people are renting from Grove right now because it's the word's getting out there to the vacationers from all over the world are coming to Grove for years to come, in my estimation. Surrounding the areas close by, all this high end retail shopping, right? Premium outlet mall, I mean, all kind of great restaurants and everything. It's all over Central Florida, all over Orlando. So a lot of things to see. And again, this developer that owns the Grove is has a tremendous track record. They are very profitable, okay, and they've been around for a long, long time. BTI Partners, okay, they own a tremendous amount of portfolio all over the world. So, so that's a very reassuring. Again, Benchmark, they have this property management system where look at all the other resort hotels they're managing all over the U.S. New Jersey, West Virginia, Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Colorado, California, and Hawaii, of course, and where I spend a lot of my time. And all the resorts that this property management is managing, they are providing the vacationers. They are processing the turnkey software systems that they have that will bring in the vacationers to make all these resorts very profitable. Okay, for a long time to come. So they are very reputable. Look at the Grove. Once it's completed, full service, 4-star lobby. This is luxury. This is high net worth individual that will come here for years to come. Daily housekeeping. See, it's turnkey. You do nothing. The hotel, the maids will maintain your unit at a very high end. Concierge service is all great, tremendous professional service. Shuttle to Disney, free shuttle back and forth from Disney World back to the hotel. The restaurant is not completed yet. Once it is completed, is a great high end restaurant. Okay, so you can enjoy the amenities. Uh, it's just amazing. Okay, Valencia restaurant, by the way. All right, let me see what else. Let me scroll down. They have a bar at the poolside. You can order drinks, all kind of drinks. Oh, look at that. This is for the families. All the young, families with young children, they would love to come here. Relaxing and tranquil. Poolside food and beverage, private cabanas, poolside massages. Look at this. Such a gorgeous place. Look at the pools. health, the spa, right? The fitness center, arcade room for the kids, children's activities, fitness, meeting space. Wow! Hey, look at this! Look at this outside recreation: canoeing, kayaking, paddle boats, fishing tours, all within this resort has to offer. Again, the water park. This is the main attraction. The water park will be finished constructing by early next year, early 2018, and the hotel rate's gonna get higher than around, like I said, the uh, the two bedroom, two bath will get around $250 per night, and the higher three bedroom, three bath units will get around at least $300 per night, easily. Okay, this is the rendering of the Safari Water Park, right? I can't wait. High end living at its finest, in the best attraction, uh, the most visited uh, vacation spot in the whole wide world. Look at the high level, 850 something units. 20% has been sold already, and they're selling like hotcakes right now. Beautiful resort. Uh, Phase one, most of it has been sold. There are still remaining two bedrooms available, two bedroom, two bath. Again, this is high end luxury. A lot of the online comments of past vacations, they say this is not a it's not a typical hotel. This is an apartment with everything you need to take advantage of everything. Like I said earlier, full size kitchen, including the full washer and dryer. Everything. Look at high end type of furnishing. Very very high end. This is luxury living at its finest. And some of the views, depending on which unit, you can see the fireworks at night from Disney World. The other balcony views on other units are lower priced, and you can see the lake for the most part, but not necessarily the fireworks. But look at the layout. Look at the floor plan. It's just amazing. Where else can you buy two bedroom, two bath, 1,265 square foot living space, balcony 73 square foot, total 1,338 for only the high 200s. This is mind boggling. Wow. Some of the higher units will cost more than 280K, about in the low 300 depending on floor plan. I'll just quickly skip this. But the floor plan is great, right? I mean, master bedroom, the second bedroom, living room, kitchen, the bathroom, all high end, all great quality furnishing. Wow. The highest would be this one, three bedroom, three bath, 1,544 square foot. I think they only high 300Ks, if I'm correct. And you can always do any kind of research. Don't take my word for it. And this is a star report shows the last 4 or 5 years of hotel vacancy and hotel nightly rates tracking. You can see 80% occupancy rate is very realistic. Uh, if you look at a couple of years ago, you look at the monthly occupancy rates. Uh, Actually, February, March is the highest occupancy because of the maybe the winter break. Summertime, May and June a little bit lower, which is strange. July is a bit higher. But anyway, at the end of the day, 80% occupancy rate is very realistic moving forward long term. Average daily rate, although is a little bit around $200, but it'll be higher because the all the water park and amenities and the new construction and the growth. Like I said, you can realistically expect 250 to $300 nightly rate moving forward when everything is completed. Okay, so here are the 2017 rate schedule. You can evaluate it on your own. I just told you the numbers and all the amenities associated with the Grove Resort and Spa. If you compare, you know, the average two bedroom, two bathroom in Grove, or three bedroom, three bath, anywhere from 1,300 to 1,500 square foot at 300 to 400,000. If you look at similar competing condos in different part of the world, in Hong Kong, it'll cost you, 3,380 square foot, right? So you'll be paying $5 million for a unit for a luxury condo for similar square footage. You go to London, at least 2.3 million. New York City, obviously, 2.5 million. San Francisco, right? Many of you live in San Francisco area. If you look at the skyscrapers downtown San Francisco area, for a 1,200 square foot luxury condo, you will pay like 1.6 million. Okay. And Singapore, 974 per square foot. Tokyo, Chicago, LA, Seattle, Sydney, Miami, Toronto. They're all much more expensive. Whereas Grove is 235 per square foot. So compare the Grove to all the other condo resorts, you're getting a bargain price. Okay, and here's the estimated fixed and variable owner expenses. Again, the reason why the property management is getting 45% because they're doing everything for you. Daily maid service, clean out your unit on a day-to-day basis, professional staff, all the things. They do everything. You pay for the monthly HOA, as you can see, depending on a unit, 528, 524 per month. Services including HOA, electric service, telephone service, high-speed internet, pest control, annual expense for deep cleaning is $450, right? And all those other things, okay? But these kind of costs are factored in the cash flow, which I already showed you at the beginning of this presentation, right? The cash flow analysis. So at the end of the day, the numbers all make sense. Now uh, this website just tells you on real time on a day-to-day basis what are units are available, what are sold pending, those kind of things. But so groveresidences.com at site plan. The 7th floor plan. Right now we're in phase two. Many of those units are to be completed by August and September. So let's click on the available units as of today actually. So first floor, the this purple color is represents sold, white color represents available, yellow represents pending. So first floor on this particular section of the building shows a lot of sold, right? Some pending. So first floor mainly all sold. Uh, Second floor, right? Many of the units already sold, few are pending, and the available or towards the front side of the building. The back side is towards the lake, as you can see, right? The lake side. Those are the more desirable, I guess. But still, third floor, a lot of these are sold, only one pending, and on the front side of the building, there's still a number of units available. If you see the price, 336K, 326K, 302, 292, right? See the cheapest? I don't know, 292, two bedroom, two bath. The birch, the most expensive. Where is the most expensive? Or 336K, the Jasmine, the three bedroom, three bath. So these units go very, very fast, as you know, on a daily basis. Fourth floor, similar, mostly also some pending, some available. The white color available, the purple is sold, and the yellow is pending. Fifth floor, same thing, right? So, so these are people from all over the world, Brazilians and Chinese and Canadians, and of course Americans all buying some of these units as owners. All right, so that's done with the site plan. Let's get back to the remaining few slides. Thank you for your time. I know this presentation is longer than usual, but no obligation reservation after you talk with Nick Orbach and Jim Gillum. If you are after you do your due diligence, if you like this investment, then you submit a reservation secured with $5,000 deposit, which you can put on your credit card to reserve a particular unit. Then if you while this is under while you put on your deposit, reserve the particular unit, you can have the opportunity to fly out to Orlando and visit the unit. They'll show you around, Nick and his team. Then whatever expenses you incur, travel, plane costs, food, whatever, and after you visit the resort, then later on, if you wish to buy, if you close escrow, you buy the resort. then the growth will reimburse you up to $3,000 toward your closing costs. All right, and okay, I think that's it. Benchmark hospitality. This is the property management will do all the booking for you and everything else. You just do nothing. You're a passive investor. They have a professional staff does everything. Okay, and profession management very important, and growth is no different. Growth benchmark partners also own a number of very popular uh, uh, properties other part of the U.S. One of the examples are they own so many great high-end resorts all over the country, all over the world. Actually, they have brand marketing. They have all the marketing with all the website to get the vacation into your units. They have a great software system that will get your units rented on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Okay, let me see what else. They are still constructing other resorts throughout the country under development in various parts of the country, including the UCLA Luskin Hotel and Conference Center. There's a very iconic construction going on at the UCLA campus. UC Berkeley, they're under construction as well. Many of our clients of our members live in the Bay Area. You know about UC Berkeley and the expansion with the UC Berkeley Hotel come under benchmark. I mean, uh, BFI partners. All right, let me see what else. Of course, the growth is around 25% done, and in the next 2 years, the entire 878 units will be sold. Okay, all right. So anyway, that's about pretty much it. That's all I have to say. Again, oh, just because I'm buying this unit, it doesn't entice you to buy, right? You buy based on your comfort level, based on whether you have the money for the down payment in the first place, and based on the fact that you qualify for financing. Financing is not easy, right? You got to have almost perfect credit. You have to show your tax return, 2 years of earnings, all kind of documentation. So loan underwriting is not easy these days. So if you have a very good financial profile, uh, if you qualify, if you do a loan pre-approval, we will provide you with the two loan agents that only do the condo loans. No one else can do this. But all right, so if you have any more questions or if you want to pull the trigger, you contact myself or Nick Orabach or Jim Gillum. All right, thank you so much, and their information is listed on this particular newsletter. Thank you so much for your time. Sorry it takes so long, but I want you to sink in, take in on my presentation, and just take your time, learn, uh, listen to my presentation over and over again, more than once. It'll click. So again, is put this part of your investment portfolio. You can enjoy the amenities yourself, like I am like I intend to. Overall, is a good investment. It's a very low downside risk as long as you do your research and due diligence, which I have done mine. So it's up to you to do yours. And if you're motivated, if you're committed to your financial goals, include this growth as part of your investment portfolio acquisition. Thank you so much for your time to listening and looking forward to working to help you. Have a nice day. This is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Goodbye.